Today I'm going to show you guys how to create African folktale stories like this.
Rain was falling hard from the sky. The road was wet. The sky was dark. And little Anna, just 10 years old, was walking slowly. She was carrying a heavy tray of bananas on her head. Her clothes were soaked. Her feet were cold. But she kept walking. Buy bananas, sweet, sweet bananas.
I'm going to show you guys how to create this type of stories using just your phone alone. You don't need a laptop. If you don't have a laptop, you don't need to panic. And I'm also going to show us how to use all the tools you are going to be using in these videos are completely free. When I say they are completely free, I mean 100% free. You don't need to pay for any subscription. So there are 5 steps involved in creating stories like this. The first step is coming up with your story idea, after which you convert your story idea into a full-fledged script, and then you convert your script into a voiceover and convert your voiceovers or your scripts into images. You generate your images. After generating your images, the final step would be to bring everything together and then edit your videos and make the final video. And I'll be taking us step by step on how to go through each process, and at the end of this tutorial you will be so happy that you came across this video. So let's go to the first step, which is coming up with your story ideas. Now there are different ways you can come up with your story ideas for your African Folktale channel. The first step is through imagination. Okay, you can sit down and imagine any nonsense and call it a story. You can just sit down and imagine things. For me, imagination is like the best way to get your video ideas. For me personally, okay, there are still other ways, like you can get inspirations from other videos that are already doing well in the African folktales niche. So when you get inspirations from those viral topics, you can come to chatgpt and tell chatgpt to give you story ideas that are in line with what is already doing well. Or you can get your story ideas from things that are just happening around you if you are a very good observer. There are so many ways you can get story ideas. Just be a very observant person. Know how to imagine things, especially nonsense. It mustn't be something very educational. That is why it's called a storytelling. Even though, yeah, you should have some lessons attached to it, but don't overthink it. Because if you overthink it, you will see yourself thinking and thinking and thinking, and at the end of the day, don't come up with any story ideas. Let's assume that the idea you got is how one woman was maltreating a little girl that her parents died, and how the little girl is suffering and how she's making the little girl sell bananas and all of those things. Please have your own story in your head. What I usually do is that I have my stories in my head. I'll come to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT I want to make a story of a little girl that is being maltreated by a guardian or a woman or a stepmother, whatever, and this woman makes her go sell bananas, and one day she was selling bananas under the rain, and the rain was falling and it was already getting dark. It was in the night and she was afraid to go home because when she gets home, the stepmother was going to beat the hell out of her. So she kept shouting, "Buy bananas, sweet bananas," under the rain. And then one car now came and knocked her down, and all the bananas fell on the floor, and the whole thing just splashed all over the floor, and she was crying. And then the man in the car came out and was angry and saying, "Little girl, what are you doing under the rain by this time of the night? Don't you have a home?" And the girl started crying. "My stepmother or my guardian, whatever, will kill me because she said I shouldn't come home if I don't sell all of this banana." Are you seeing how the story is flowing? Like, just sit down and imagine nonsense. Let your imagination do the work. ChatGPT helps, but I've discovered that sometimes when I let my imaginations run wide, it gives me better results. So that is for me. But remember, I said there are so many other ways you can get your story ideas. Now, I will talk to ChatGPT. As after talking, I will now convert it to text, and all the stories we just type out. So you don't need to go about typing everything yourself one after the other. "Hello ChatGPT, I want to make a story of a girl, blah 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 blah." You don't need to type it. Just speak to ChatGPT and it will convert everything to text. And then you can still read through if you have time, see if you can correct 1 or 2 mistakes, because sometimes, some of our English, ChatGPT may not really capture it very well if you are speaking to it. Before you now tell ChatGPT, go ahead and give me a script based on everything I have narrated to you. Okay, and then No, it will not end there. Tell ChatGPT to use very simple English that even if it is a child listening to this story, the child would understand. Tell ChatGPT to tell the story in a novel-like manner so that you will just do copy and paste in your voiceover generator. You don't want to do any editing at all. So you tell it to tell the story in a novel-like manner, because I've discovered that if you don't tell it to tell the story in a novel-like manner, it will tell the story and then it will be adding narrator this, scene one, this one, that one. You don't want any of those distractions. Also include that in a place where there is violence or abuse, you should use words that are in line with the YouTube community guidelines so that the story will not be blocked or deleted or striked. Okay, so if you include all of these things, I don't think there's any other important thing, even though I'll still be showing you guys some of these things on this screen. And then I will put some of these prompts in the description box, even though I don't think it should be a difficult task for you to develop your prompts. Just talk anything you want ChatGPT to do for you, just tell it. So the prompts I'll be dropping in the description box is just to guide you on what to tell ChatGPT. After telling ChatGPT what to do, go ahead and click on go, and ChatGPT will go ahead and do its work for you and convert everything into a well-structured story for you. Okay, now we'll go to the third step. The next step is converting your script into voiceover, and we are going to be using Clipchamp to do this. Clipchamp is completely free. 11 Labs can also convert your text to speech, but it is a paid platform. They will only allow you to convert 10 minutes video, that's 10 minutes script, into voiceover, and after that you'd have to wait for another 1 month before you'll be able to generate another voiceover, except you go for the paid plan. So that's why I'm not using 11 Labs for the purpose of this tutorial. But if you have the money to go for 11 Labs, please by all means do it, because 11 Labs give you more realistic voiceovers than Clipchamp. So you will come to your phone and then type Clipchamp. Okay, when you type Clipchamp, it will open this, and then you click on the first one and click on try for free. It will bring out this screen here that says Clipchamp's editor is currently only available on desktop. But don't panic, because you are still going to use this in your phone. All you need to do is click on these 3 dots on the top of your phone. Then click on this desktop site. Can you guys see it? And then it will open up a place for you to choose an email to log into your Clipchamp account with, or you can continue with your Google account. Okay, so you can choose any of your email accounts and then continue. Once you log in using your email or Google account, it will bring out this for you. What sort of videos bring you to Clipchamp? You choose the one that best applies to you. For me, I do use Clipchamp for my content, so I'll just choose contents. Okay, and the next question is what kind of content creator? And you see influencer, gamer, musician, podcaster, vlogger, whatever. Me, I choose others. And once you are done answering those questions, it will open up the Clipchamp app for you, and this is what the interface looks like in your phone. Okay, so now that we are in Clipchamp, what you can do to make you use this app or this tool very well without having issues is to rotate your phone like this. Okay, that's to be in 16:9 dimension instead of it being like this, because if you keep your phone like this, you will discover that it will give you a lot of troubles when trying to use this Clipchamp using your phone, because this is actually not designed for phone use. It was designed for laptop use. Okay, and once you have done that, you would have to click on this place that says create a new video. You will click on it. Once you click on this create a new video, it will bring out this place for you, and then come to this place that says record and create, and it will open up this place, and then you will come down to text to speech, and then you click on it. Once you click on this text to speech, it will bring out another thing for you from this other side. I hope you guys are following, right? Once it brings out this for you, just allow it to load. You can see that it's still showing language loading, videos loading. Be patient and allow it to load. And after loading, you will see that under language, you can choose any language you want. Here it is under English US, but I want to use English Nigeria, so I can click on it and then choose English Nigeria. You keep scrolling down, you see different types of English. You see English Canada, English UK, English Saudi Arabia, English Kenya, English Nigeria, I am a Nigerian, and for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll just use English Nigerian. Then you come over to voice. There are two voices under English Nigeria, the male and the female voice. Female voice is Ezinne. I'll be using Ezinne for this tutorial. There is the male voice too. You can check it out. Just play around with all the voices and all the different languages and just see what is there. It's fun, honestly, you guys. All right, so once you are done choosing your language and choosing your voice, you will scroll down and then you will see the place where you are meant to put in your script. Okay, now for you to generate voiceovers using this Clipchamp, you can only generate 10 minutes voiceovers at once. So you can do this multiple times if your video is actually more than 10 minutes. If your video is 30 minutes, you do it 3 times. If your video is 20 minutes, you do it 2 times, like that. Okay, because I'm doing a demo video, my script is obviously short. I'll just copy the script that we have generated from ChatGPT and come and paste it on this place that there is space. And then once I paste it here, I will click on save and then patiently wait for it to generate the voiceover for me in seconds. Like, it doesn't really take much time to generate this voiceover. Now let's preview this voiceover. It has generated the voiceover. Let's listen to it.
Rain was falling hard from the sky. Big, heavy drops.
So can you hear that? Like, it's okay, like, just sounds so good. Now the next thing to do is to export this our voiceover that we have generated. But you know, this Clipchamp is actually a video editor, so it's generated that voice, but it's actually in form of videos, in video format. So when you are exporting, you see so many options, but because this is not a video, we didn't edit video with this Clipchamp. We just generated our voiceover. We will choose the lowest video quality so that we'll save space. So we just choose 480p for drafts, and then once we click on it, we'll wait for it to save in our phone or device if you're using your laptop. Okay, so you can see now it's exporting. If you click on this mini export tracker, you will see how many percent is remaining for your video, your voiceover to finish downloading into your phone. The next step would be to generate images that we'll be using for our story. And there are two ways of doing this. Number one is that you can actually create your own prompts yourself by reading through your stories and then creating the prompts one after the other. But that can be very time consuming. So what I do is that you will come over to ChatGPT, to the script that you've already generated, that ChatGPT has already generated for us, and then you will copy your script. Okay, this is how I do mine personally. There are so many other ways you can do this, but this method is actually very easy for me and I use it. You will copy your script and then paste it as a new chat for ChatGPT, and then under that script that you just pasted for ChatGPT, you will tell ChatGPT, using this script, generate about, for the purpose of this tutorial, and then the script is actually short, I'll tell ChatGPT to generate about 10 image prompts for me to use and generate images for this script. So I want to use it for African folktale stories, and then you should make each prompt very detailed, and you should not skip any important scene or paragraphs, and that I don't mind the prompts being more than 10, because actually I asked it to generate 10 prompts for me. I don't mind the prompts being more than 10 as long as it doesn't skip any important scene. Okay, once I'm done telling ChatGPT what to do and how to generate the prompts for me, I'll go ahead and click on send and allow ChatGPT to generate all the prompts for me. As you guys can see, it ended up generating 12 image prompts for me. So all I have to do now is to just come to these prompts. I will be copying them one after the other, and then we'll go to the next step, which is generating the images proper. I'll be using Meta AI and ChatGPT to generate images. There are other tools you can use to generate your images. You can use Leonardo AI, you can use Bing AI, but Leonardo AI and Bing AI has their disadvantages, which is that for Leonardo AI, you are allowed to generate only, before, you are allowed to generate images up to 6 times. They give you 150 credits, but that 150 credits, if you generate one image, because when you input your prompt, it will generate 4 images for you, except you set it in such a way that it will generate only 2 images, but that is even in the paid plan. In the free plan, you are not given that option, so you have to just go with the 4 images it will generate for you. Okay, so before, they used to cut, I think, just 20 or 25 credits for each of the 4 images generated. But recently, they just increased it to 46 credits. So if you generate 4 images with 1 prompt, it will give you the 46 points would go, meaning that you can only generate images only 3 times. So you can only prompt it 3 times and generate images only 3 times. And that is all for the day. So it's not sustainable for you to create a full-fledged story with, and that's why I don't use Leonardo AI a lot, because I'm not ready to pay for it yet. Okay. Now, Bing AI is another very good image generator you can use. One good thing with Bing AI is that it will give you very clear images, like very aesthetically pleasing images. But it's also limited. You'd have to generate, I think Bing AI allows you to generate up to more than 20 images actually, because yes, it will put that you're allowed to generate 15 images, but I discovered from use that you can actually generate more than 30 images, even though that 15 is there. But even when the 15 credits goes at 0, I will keep generating more images from Bing AI. So Bing AI is actually still better than Leonardo AI when it comes to their generosity with free uses. Do you understand? But if you want to generate unlimited images, let's assume that you are like me, that sometimes you can be hyper productive, then come to Meta AI. Meta AI, as at the time I'm making this video, allows you to create unlimited images, like generate unlimited images. And then you can also generate images with ChatGPT. In my own opinion, I think ChatGPT is like the best image generator. It follows your prompts. Do you understand? The only problem it has is that you can only generate 5 images in a day from ChatGPT. After that, you have to wait for 24 hours, or you have to start using different email accounts. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and copy my first image prompt from ChatGPT. You can see the first image prompt it gave me: Anna walking in the rain with bananas. A 10-year-old Nigerian girl, Anna, walking slowly on a muddy roadside, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'll just copy it and then come to my Meta AI and paste it there and wait for Meta to generate the image for me. Let me see what it looks like. And I'll also come to ChatGPT and paste that same prompt. So we'll be comparing the 2 images that ChatGPT generated against Meta AI to see, you know, of course, ChatGPT is usually obviously better than Meta AI. Then one more tip: if you are generating your images with ChatGPT, remember that this video is going to be a YouTube video, so you have to tell ChatGPT that the image should be in 16:9 aspect ratio, so that it will not go and generate 9:16 or 1:1. So you can see the image ChatGPT generated. You can see the girl carrying a tray of banana on her head under the rain. Now look at the images that Meta AI generated for us, and these images are also really nice. Do you understand? So if you have your African Folktales channel, please take advantage of this Meta AI now that it is free, because I don't think it will continue being free for a very long time, like forever. But now they allow people to generate unlimited number of images. Now, another good thing with Meta AI is that you can also animate your images in Meta AI. Okay, so now we are going to animate this girl. So you just click on one of the images, any of the images you want to animate, click on animate, and then wait for it to animate. Now look at what Meta has done for us. Meta has animated this image, and you can see the girl carrying her banana and walking under the rain in this image. That is another good thing with Meta AI, and all these things you can do them for free, and it's unlimited for now. So take advantage. So now I'll go ahead and generate the remaining images offline so that this video will not be too long. Now the next step would be to edit our videos in CapCut, and it's also very simple. So all you have to do is open your CapCut app and then select the voiceover that you generated, that you exported. It will be showing as black, like black blank, because of course there's no image, there's no video. I'll just come to my gallery and then choose that voiceover that we generated and then import it into CapCut as a video. Once we import it, we'll now click on it, we'll click on the video, and then we click on extract audio under CapCut here. Once you click on it, wait for the audio to extract from that video. Once the audio extracts, then click on this plus sign and then go to your images, go to your gallery. Once you do that, then you can go ahead and then you'll be playing your audio gradually and be arranging the pictures that you have generated one after the other in alignment to what the audio is saying. Okay, now if you open this audio, if I play it now,
Rain was falling
you
hard
see
from the sky.
rain was falling hard from the sky. I've generated image of rain falling hard from the sky from Meta AI. So I will go to my gallery and look for the image and put it under rain was falling high from the sky. Okay,
Rain
and
was
then I'll
falling
play
hard
it
from the
again.
sky. Big, heavy drops.
You see, and then put the second image under it. Okay, this is how I'll keep
Rain was
playing it
falling
and keep
hard from the
arranging it
sky.
one after
Big,
the
heavy
other.
drops.
When it comes to Anna walking slowly under the rain, I'll look for the image or the video, if you animated some of your images of Anna walking under the rain, and then come and put it exactly where the voiceover says Anna was walking under the rain carrying a basket of banana on her head. Are you guys following? So this is what you keep doing one after the other until you finish arranging all your images under your voiceover. That's on top of your voiceover. Once you are done with that, for some of the ones that you have not animated under Meta AI, you can still animate it by using your keyframes. If you don't know how to do it, I've made a detailed video on how to do that. I will link some of those videos in the description box. You can go and watch it and learn as much as you want to learn. It's a CapCut video editing tutorial, and I put timestamp. So if you already know some things under CapCut, you don't need to watch the whole video. Just watch the part that you really want to learn, the thing you want to learn from. It's very detailed, okay? Easy to understand. All right. So you can do zoom in and zoom out effects like this one you guys are seeing now, to make your video more engaging and more entertaining, so that people can enjoy your stories while they watch your stories or your videos. Let's go ahead and play the final results of my story.
Rain was falling hard from the sky. Big, heavy drops. And little Anna, just 10 years old, was walking slowly. She was carrying a heavy tray of bananas on her head. Her clothes were soaked. Her feet were cold, but she kept walking. Buy bananas, sweet, sweet bananas, Anna said again and again. Her voice was small. Her lips were shaking. No one was outside. Everyone had run to stay dry. But Anna was still there, alone in the rain. She was afraid. That morning, her stepmother shouted at her. She had pointed her finger and said in an angry voice, "Don't come back home until you sell every banana. If you do, I will beat you again." Anna was scared. Her stepmother always shouted. Sometimes she hit her. Sometimes she didn't give her food. Anna had no real mother or father anymore. They died when she was 6. Since then, her stepmother took care of her, but not in a kind way. Now the bananas were wet. They didn't look fresh anymore. But Anna kept walking, hoping someone would buy. "Buy bananas, sweet, sweet bananas," she said. Then, suddenly, she saw bright lights. A big car was coming very fast. Anna tried to move, but she slipped on the wet ground. The tray of bananas fell. Bananas rolled everywhere. Some landed in the mud. Some were smashed under the car. Screech! The car stopped just in time. A man jumped out of the car. He looked angry. "Hey! What are you doing here, small girl? It's raining. It's getting dark. Do you want to get hurt?" Anna looked up at him, shaking. Then she started crying. Big, loud tears. "I'm sorry," she said. "I can't go home. I didn't sell all the bananas. She told me not to come back." She bent down and tried to pick up the bananas. Her hands were muddy. The man looked at her for a long time. His face became soft. He felt sad for her. He knelt down and helped her pick up the bananas. He took off his jacket and put it over her shoulders. "What's your name?" he asked kindly. "Anna," she said quietly. "Where do you live?" "With my stepmother," she said. "She will beat me, because the bananas are bad now." The man didn't speak for a moment. Then he said, "I will buy all the bananas. Don't worry." Anna looked at him with big eyes. "Really?" "Yes."
So I hope you found this tutorial very helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and share this video with someone you think may find it helpful as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. Check out one of these videos I have on the screen here. You'd also find one of them helpful as well. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.